So in this video we're going to talk more about percent of change. And we're going to jump right into an example that involves using a percent of increase. So it says the drama club announces that the ticket price to their newest play, Hairspray, will be 8% more than last year's price. If the price of a ticket was $12 last year, how much will the average ticket cost this year? Okay, so it's going to be 8% more. Maybe they're looking to make some more money. Last year it was 12%, or $12. So first we need to find, well, how many dollars is 8%? How much is the price actually going up? So we're going to find the amount of increase first. Increase first. So that's going to be, we have to take 12. We're trying to find 8% of 12. So of means multiply. So I'm going to take 12, multiply it by 8%, which is 0.08. Remember, we scooched the decimal 2 places to the left to switch to percent to a decimal. If I type that in on a calculator, I get 0.96. So I'm going to take this 96 cents and add it on to last year's price, and that's going to give me my new price. So if we write this out, it's the ticket cost this year is going to equal the cost last year plus the amount of increase, which we just found. So it's going to equal 12 plus 0.96, which is $12.96. They might round that to $13 just for ease, but that's exactly 8%. Okay, let's look at a different example. It says, in 1990, the average price per pound of tuna was $2.11. By 2001, the average price per pound had decreased, so this is a decrease, by 7.1%. What was the average price per pound in 2001? So I'm looking to decrease $2.11 by 7.1%. So let's find the amount of decrease first. Find amount, like in dollars. Decrease. So if I take $2.11, multiply it by 7.1%, which this as a decimal, I have to scooch my decimal 2 places over, is going to be 0.071 because I scooched my decimal 2 places over. So I'm going to take $2.11, multiply it, well, just for showing our work, I'll say by 7.1%, which equals 2.1 times 0.071. If I multiply that in a calculator, I get 0.14981. So the new price of the tuna is going to be $2.11. The price decreased by this amount. So I'm going to subtract this amount, and then I can round after. So I get 1.96019. Again, you can use a calculator. So the average price in 2001 is about $1.96 if I rounded that. With money, you always want to use the hundredths place. There we go. So we took the original price, multiplied it by the percent of change, and then added or subtracted depending on the problem. Okay, so this just says find the new amount. It's not an history problem, but it's the same type of problem. So we want to increase 54 by 25%. So first I need to figure out what is 25% of 54. So I'm going to take 54, multiply it by 0.25, because that's 25% as a decimal, and I get 13.5. So I need to increase 54 by this amount. So I'm going to say 54 plus 13.5 gives me 67.5. And that is my new amount. I added since I increased. Now let's decrease. So this time I'm decreasing 78 by 40%. So I need to first find 40% of 78. So I'm going to take 78, multiply it by 40%, which is 0.40. You can use either multiplication, with the dot or the parentheses. They mean the same thing. When I multiply that, I get 31.2 on my calculator. So since I'm decreasing, I need to subtract. I'm going to take 78 and subtract 31.2. So my new amount is 46.8. And I'm done.